The nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday night primetime showdown between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Calvin Austin on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Declines the touchback, Brock, and then he can pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that gives L.A. the first.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Throwing now, Stafford. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. Third down coming up.
Rhythm. You hear me talking about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Running for the marker with Williams. It's in. He's going to be stopped after a 1 yard gain. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
So first down from the 41. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And he's not going to manage to get that to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Olsen of Depot on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Rolling from the pistol, Stafford. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
right, forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it.
Interception by the Giants. They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down now, ball at the 33. Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss, we've got second and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Lean back motions right. On second down, Dart escapes the pocket. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
On first down, it's Scadaboo. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. A great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Back to the line they come, second down. Dart setting in the throw here. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Rams add a man to the secondary, third down. Play action with Dart. And they come up empty on that third down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is fourth down. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal.
Over. Second.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Giants in control so far. We'll return to Inglewood. Moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Scadaboo here on first and goal. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He gets it again. And this time he gets in for the New York touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
I'd imagine alongside all the team goals and mission statements for the year, Kate, he had this one written down. Score a touchdown. Unable to do so in his first season, and he did right there.
That one right down the middle. And they now lead by 14 points.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Shoves him off. Getting up, sent him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. Has room down the left sideline. To the house. Touchdown, LA. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, they're going to start with Scannaboo. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That play good for 17 on the 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's start now. Buying some time right. He's running with it.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Driving forward with Scannaboo. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to set up a Giants 1st down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Now Dart. Vacates quickly left side. Now here he goes. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
He was tackled at the
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here goes Dart to the air. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, coming on that play, really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Quentin Lake on the coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. Hit in his throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's fourth down. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. It's 44 yards here from the left half. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's second and 4. Now Stafford to throw. Nakua here. He's got it. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41.
19 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Buys time, rolling right. Nakua's got it again. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Up the gut they go with Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal. They go to him again. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal. Here's Williams. He maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and goal. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. They've got a man in motion. To throw, here's Dart. He's got Neighbors here on the out route. And out of bounds before he can extend for that marker, Brock, but still a gain of 9. Nicely done on first down, second and 1.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. and create space to take that shot downfield.
Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. He's going to be taken out after a gain of 5. And that will make it first down Giants.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 12. And the Giants.
Dart's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy, a 39-yard score. Carlson now to add one more. Sent right down the middle and good. And they bump their lead up to 14.
24. Rams 10. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Stafford back to throw. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. Defender gets there, finally takes him out, but not before he picks up 29 yards. And that will bring up the Rams first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Stafford finds his back, Kyron Williams. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Working on second down. Stafford. Pressure's there, they get him, a big loss back to the 43. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Stafford now. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 25. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Throwing now. Stafford. And in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joe Mixon. A 21-yard effort. Levis now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Rams 17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. One play action with Dart. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. That's going to be a New York first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. And they're not going to get anything done as he's brought to the ground for a sack. So that is how our first half will end. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Going from the pistol, Stafford. And they're going to get there and bring him down. That's just inside the 10-yard line. Drew Phillips on the blitz. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Here's Stafford. Screen here for Williams. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. To throw, Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. So even with the nice game there, partner, dug themselves quite a hole that they haven't gotten out of yet. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Play action now for Stafford. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Dart now. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Couple of yards on the catch. Leaves them 2nd and 8. Darts looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw right side. Caught by Mooney. And he gets home. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. He brushed him off with ease. Poor choice this time to bring it out. So they contain him before he even reaches the 20.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First play's a design run. And they get him down after a gain of 10. A great effort on his part. Pays off with the 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
All set now. 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be forced out. Stafford picks up about 19 yards. And that's going to set up a Rams 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They fake the handoff, now Stafford. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And they're all over him. He can't even get that 2nd throw away.
Intended for Darren Waller. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. On the slant. Complete to Johnson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play with their backs against the end zone. 37 yards.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He will go. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
Corey Jackson on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Lady. Like 7.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. Yeah, he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So I'll give him, it looks like, about 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Stafford on 2nd down. Nakua here, he's got it. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play.
That's good.
49 yards.
First down.
Stafford on 1st and 10. Now with an even 250 yards after that last completion. They'll throw it. That's incomplete left side. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And now it's 2nd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Has some space inside the 15. And they answer. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams brought one back earlier and now takes one across. Levis now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And it's down to a 14-point game.
Giants 38, Rams 24.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Giants up multiple scores and on their way if they can keep this up to closing this one out. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Forced out to his right. Connects with his receiver. Along the right sideline, there's space. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, New York.
Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, New York.
Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Jukes away from one. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So with a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Following the interference call, 1st and 10 now. Stafford. And this will line up incomplete. So failure to connect brings up 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Pass complete, screenplay. And how about that? A big play to convert on 4th down from 13 yards. Working quickly here.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Stafford. Flush down out to his left. Waller with the catch. They get him to the ground, but boy, a gain of about 25 before they did. And that gives LA the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Headed out right. He can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. 2nd time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
A 2nd down throw from Stafford. On the move, headed right. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. Push for the end zone. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6.
Touchdown, Giants.
Heads up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yep.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you could fit that ball in, and that linebacker said, not on my watch.
From his own end zone, here we go. Escapes the defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. It's a big strike to Hill. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he gets home. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tyreek Hill scoring from 79 yards out. Stafford and the Rams getting set to try for two.
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he has it in the end zone for two, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, it's Tracy. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10, and that gives New York the first.
It's a gain of 10.
Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
All set to go now from the 35. Back to throw, here starts. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. Matt Milano. And that makes it 2nd and 19 to go.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Giants nearing their first win of the season. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. From the red zone now. Pulled in by his back, Scatterboo. And there it is. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scatterboo got one through the air now to match that rushing score from earlier. Extra point is good by Carlson. They have their lead by 1.
59, Rams 32. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford now. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second. Stafford. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Stafford to throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's good for a Rams first down.
32.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Stafford. The outside, he's got Nakua. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 more yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Hit as he makes the throw, and that's going to sputter to the ground. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
250.
Stafford to pass here on 2nd down. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knock, that's...
And they're going to make this look at least a little bit closer here as they get in for the late touchdown. Two-point try coming up. Stafford getting the offense set.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They toss it right. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Giants 59. Rams.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Gibson. Showing a little burst so far. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone, so hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
They're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, the drive nearly ends on the first play. Had the interception, but dropped it. That means it's 2nd down.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out. So the Giants come away with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.